And I saw a car park in front of me, but I didn't really pay notice to it. I mean, I was like, I need to get home, you know. I don't care if anybody parks like in the middle of the road or anything. Let me just carry on. I need to get to the taxis. So this guy, I don't know. I walked like past the thingy, the car, and I just immediately, I don't know when he got out of his car or how, but he was behind me and he grabbed me, and he said I shouldn't do anything stupid. I shouldn't, like, I will get hurt, you know, if I ever do anything stupid. So at that time, I just froze. I thought to myself, okay, just do as he says, you know, because you will get hurt. Like he said, don't do anything stupid, you will get hurt. So we get in the car, like he takes me to the passenger seat and then he comes back this side. And then he started driving, you know, and okay, while he was driving, he held on to my wrist and he kept insisting that I don't do anything stupid, I will get hurt. And I'm thinking, I don't know whether he has a gun or a knife or what exactly does he have, you know. He keeps saying I will get hurt, but how is he gonna hurt me, you know? He was still holding on to my wrist, you know. He was swearing at me. He kept telling me that I shouldn't do anything stupid. He will hurt me. And so I thought to myself, like, this is it. There's no way, like, I will get out of this situation. And eventually he let go of my wrist. When he saw that there weren't any people around, it was dark, and we were driving into this dark road, and it was becoming creepier and creepier by the second. So, right, he lets go of my wrist. He turns up the music, like he was listening to a house song. Unfortunately, I don't know house music that well, but like he was listening to a house song, and yeah, he started relaxing a bit. So while he was relaxed, I thought to myself, okay, he's relaxed. Probably this is the time to do something, you know, when he's not expecting me to do something stupid. This is the perfect time to do something stupid and see what's gonna happen. So while I'm thinking of this and I'm thinking of ways to get out of the situation, you know, I looked outside the window and I kept thinking, and I saw that the door was unlocked, luckily. And I'm like, how? This whole time this door was unlocked. Like, why didn't I just get out the first chance I had, you know? But I thought to myself, okay, man, I was still, like, my brain was stuck. I was still panicking at that time, but now I'm more calm. So, yeah, I tried to open the door, and this door was just stuck, and he hit me, and eventually I was struggling to open the door, but eventually I got the door open, and he held on to my wrist. He told me that, you know, you stupid person, like, you're gonna ruin my door, you're gonna ruin my car, you know, while I had the door opened. And he started driving faster now, thinking I wouldn't jump. So, yeah, I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna jump. This is the only opportunity I have to save my life. And that's when I decided I'm jumping. And I jumped. And I started running, you know. Like, after I jumped, obviously, I don't know what happened. I think I had a blackout or something for a few seconds. But soon as my body, like, stopped moving, because now he was holding my wrist, and this car dragged me for a few seconds after I jumped out. So as soon as my body stopped moving, that's when I got up, and I thought to myself, okay, you need to start running now, because you might have broken a bone, and because your adrenaline has kicked in, you won't feel anything, and you're bleeding, and the adrenaline has kicked in and your blood is becoming thinner and it's coming out faster. So I started running and I saw cars coming like at me, tried to stop them. Nobody stopped to help me. And so while I was running, I saw this guy make a U-turn. And I think to myself, yo, this person just doesn't give up. I got out of his car, He made a U-turn and okay, so I had just passed like a lot of bushes, so I couldn't hide anyway. I just had the pavement, which had like tall grass, but it wasn't too tall. And then on the wall, there was longer grass stuck onto the wall. So I thought to myself, okay, if I just lie on the ground, he will see me. So I need to cover myself with this longer grass. And then I covered myself with grass as fast as I could, because his lights were bright. And I was wearing a white t-shirt, so he would have seen me. And because I wear glasses, so when I jumped out, my glasses also broke. And everything was blurry. I was like, I couldn't see. So I was thinking, let me just cover myself with this grass and see what happens. And he passed, he didn't see me. I got up, I started running again. And I saw him make a U-turn, so I did the same thing. And I think when I got up the second time, I got up too early because I was really rushing to get to the garage. So if I do collapse, I collapse in like where there are people and they can take me to hospital. So I got up and I started running again. And obviously he saw me and he had to make another U-turn. But luckily there were people driving behind him, so he couldn't immediately make a U-turn. But by the time he parked in front of me, because he made a U-turn and I was running and he parked in front of me. By the time he parked in front of me, I was not too far from the garage. So that's when I started like running faster than I've ever run in my life. Like I couldn't feel my feet touch the ground. I just flew to the garage. So, and when I got to the garage, I went to the first person I could see, which was a petrol attendant, and I asked for help. But they tried to go look for him, but he had already driven away. So, I was lucky enough to find a couple there. They took me to the hospital. I was still conscious, so I registered myself and I just had to wait for my mom and dad to get there, yeah. And I was like, a terrible event, but you get over such things.